Liked our start at 1-1 straight through to the 2-1. Missed connections on a bunch of stuff. Not that far off it, but bit of a the energy wasn't like the drive. Right, we're trying to make some plays. They didn't go for us. But even with that, there's nothing going on really in the game. It was just a quiet block of the game, which wouldn't be prototypical for our game. So we got a couple of knucklers on you, and you're down 3-1. You're chasing it a bit.
Paul, we talked about Vasilevsky and knowing how good he can be. Just
Yeah.
what was he doing so well, and just what do you guys need to do to
Just
try to get back to how you guys got to him in game one?
Yeah, I don't think the game one is indicative of the way it would be played if we're on our game. I don't think we're getting 6 on whatever it was, 18 shots. I mean, it's just those aren't relatable. Yeah, he made a few good saves. I think we were just late on a bunch of either releases on our stick or just some handles around the net. But that's what both of these goalies will do. They'll win hockey games.
And just with Tampa, them down 2-0, you knew they were going to try to come out and make a push. Just what did you see from them? How do you try to counteract that as you guys move to game 4?
I liked our start. I liked the pace of our game. I thought we stopped moving the puck as well as we can in close proximity, just some things that didn't get connected. That's not a hands thing for me. That's more of an emotional thing. You start looking for something a little better. And it slowed our game down. I thought how we moved the puck slowed our game down. And that's it. I don't think that it was, one of the tells always is if you're getting 27 shot blocks, you're late getting it off your stick or into the hole. So that's a number that's important to us. So I don't think we were great. I think offensively we probably generated more tonight than we did in any of the other games. I don't think it's 5-on-5 from an even strength perspective. So we got lots of room to get better. I'm sure they do too. So I'm not feeling today like there's an aberration to how I thought this would go. This is going to be a grinder straight through.
And Coach, this is the first time we've seen the full group play together in a long time. I know the result wasn't there, but what do you see just in terms of potential for this group now that you are, knock on wood, healthy?
I mean, it's incrementally better, the lineup, than it was. If you take a guy out, you're not quite as good, but there's not a huge range. You put one player in and you go from 0 to 100. I thought we'll get better.
It seemed like today was maybe the most physical and feisty game of the series so far.
I didn't feel that at all. I thought it was really, really quiet. I didn't feel the intensity of the hitting was much. There was a different kind of puck control. There wasn't as much time on the walls. There wasn't as much forechecking because there were more controlled entries kind of going both ways. Like in terms of heavy hits, there's not one that really pops out at me. So I mean, there was some chirping, but even with that, it was minor.
You made a decision to take Mackey off the power play and put him on the fourth line. I mean, is there something more you want to see out of him?
He's fine. He's learning his way through his first run in the playoffs. Didn't mind his first game. Didn't love the next one. Kind of fell into that tonight. That's all part of it. You go back a couple of years ago, Anton Lundell got scratched for some games too, and turned out to be okay.
Hey, Paul, to follow up on what Adam was asking about the physicality, like the hitting in between the whistles may not be big, but it does feel like the fighting and the stuff after the whistles is picking up. And do you feel like that's just going to kind of keep increasing as the series goes on, or thoughts on like what Chucky did?
I thought there was way more of that in game 2. There were at least 6 scrums before they got a penalty, I think, toward the end of the second period in game 2. Brad gets called on the first one, and then I didn't think there was much after. That's my sense. But I didn't feel that it was like that powder keg that was going to blow up. I thought it was kind of like, pretty tight, actually.
Is it just to forget about this one and just regroup for Monday night?
Yeah, and learn a lot from this game. Obviously, we had a great start. We did the right things, but they're a great team also, so they play really well and won the game today, and all we got to do from this game is learn.
What changed after the first period?
They're, like I said, they're a good team, so they're going to put pressure on us, and they did. They got the goals and they got the lead, and they defended well.
How did you feel physically after today's game, after the hit on Thursday?
I feel good. That's why I was out there.
I mean, in game one, you guys were able to get to the net and get in Andrei Vasilevsky's eyes a lot. I mean, what changed between now and then where Tampa's kind of been keeping you guys to the outside?
Yeah, we gotta work harder to get there. It's not going to be easy, and it hasn't been easy. So you just gotta work a little harder and find a way to get to the net and get the rebounds. So they're playing well, so we gotta work a little harder.
Sasha, looks like the emotions are ramped up for both sides as we expected they would be in a game like this. How do you kind of manage that while also, playing your game out there?
Yeah, just always when we play like any playoff game, that's what happens. So you just have to live in the moment and handle those moments and move on. So from this game we have a lot to learn. So that's what we're going to do in this next couple of days.
I think they just did the same thing that they done last games, but I think our game is just a little off. I think we can do little things better and just go from here. It's a long series.
What are a couple things that your team can improve?
I think we just have to be smart on the neutral zone. They like to go quick up and just move the puck fast. So gotta be smart where we can make plays and where we can keep it more simple.
Lucy, you guys were pretty much in control there in the first period. How did that kind of get away from you as the game went on?
Yeah, I think we just have to keep it between the whistles, not to be too focused of what happens after. I think they're just trying to stir the pot a little bit and then take our focus away.
What do you guys need to do better to kind of get to the front of the net again? Because it really seems like they're kind of holding your chances to the perimeter.
Yeah, I think we can switch sides. We can get pucks faster to the net. Just be stronger. I think that's we'll focus on that.
And with that, what are your expectations now heading into a big game 4 here on Monday?
Yeah, it's going to be a huge game. Definitely going to be another good game ahead of us, and now just have to relax and focus on the next one.
What did you think of the physicality in today's game? It seemed like you guys were all over each other today.
Yeah, a lot of physicality. I think that's not going to be an issue in this series. It's going to keep continuing, and we just have to keep hitting as well.